in these international bouts. The great Togo, T-O-G-O. He has his manservant and interpreter here with him. He's getting the scoop from blind Anthony Haycheck, the referee. And this is a best 2 out of 3 fall affair with a 60-minute time limit. Anything can happen, and it probably will, because Mr. Togo is a lad who can always fall back on the old cry that he misunderstood the instructions. These are Texas rules, or catch as catch can. No holds barred, with the exception of gouging, hitting with a doubled-up fist, or choking. Outside of that, most anything goes, including using the ring post if you can get them loose. So, that's the way this little affair will start. Mr. Togo chooses to bow. So happy, so pleased, meet Honorable Malkov. And this kid gets down off his wooden skates and we'll start. No, wait a minute, we got to get him unlimbered here. That's right. No, he's running, gears ready, and we're off and running. This is the first time that Malkov has met Togo. So we shall see what happens when East meets West. Onto the ropes, it'll have to be broken up. Mr. Togo, you're not doing a thing for international relations, boy. Don't start that way. I expect you better bow to Mr. Malkov. He's the guy that rates it. Wrist lock outside and single. Doubled now. Mustn't play footsie. It's not in the book, Mr. Togo. So Sally, kick, honorable gentlemen, so Sally. Okay, kid, get your sake bottle, let's go. This is a knee lock on Malkov. Count of 1. You notice that Togo's also using a chin press here, or he was. There, he's back at it again. Malkov's Adam's apple happens to get in the way. That's his hard lock. Malkov's trying to break out of this thing, and he just may. Let's see if he can tough it out. Togo's hissing like a broken tea kettle here. Yep, he got him loose. And came up with an outside wrist lock. Count of 1 on Togo. I'm sitting way back up with the real wrestling fans tonight. I'm clear up at the top end of the joint. I got tired of getting kicked in the face at ringside, so I'm going to come up here and see how the real fans live. Well, there's a head scissors on Malkov momentarily. Figure 4 now, or shortened, to where Malkov's chin just nestles right in Mr. Togo's knee. Not the most enjoyable place. Malkov flailing. Maybe he'll make it, maybe he won't. He did. No, not for long. Togo latched onto him with a chin lock, and there goes one of these Japanese sleep holds, right? These things are applied on the jugular vein and on the great huge tendons at the back of your neck. Try it sometime. You'll not need sleeping pills for a few nights, I can tell you that. Zack, you better get the show on the road, boy, or it's going to be history here. Let's see if he can bridge out. He changed his mind about that even. Well, maybe he's going to try to... Yep. If he can get Togo stood up here, he may be able to handle him. That's not good. Right across the bridge of the nose. Of course, Mr. Togo tries to keep his knees from getting callous, so he parks them on Malkov's throat. Windpipes right under it. There's also a wrist lock on Malkov. Malkov's going to be all tattered and torn if he keeps up this flailing here. He can't last forever at that. Here's a wrist lock inside. It was momentarily, and then into a hammerlock. Sort of a half-hearted one, but uh-oh. You could hear that one cleared the back of the hall. Another one. Those are supposedly broad arm licks. Fine line about where your fist starts and your arm begins. Plus the fact that Mr. Togo once in a while uses one of those sharp edge of the hand judo licks. Bang him on the cauliflower, Zack. Let him have it. That boy. Clip him. There. So, Sally, love everybody. So, Sally, yeah. On your father's old kimono. Oh, now we're going to make like a pair of bulls. Headlock. Notice how Togo puts this thing on. He wears these knuckles right into Malkov's eyes. Gets a little confusing after a while, particularly if you're not wearing welding goggles or a baseball mask. Zack, if I could offer a suggestion, everybody up here wants you to stomp his pinkies. Why don't you go ahead? Give him a good old Chicago hot foot. Zack's trying to find them there, I do believe. There must be something telepathic about this. Uh-oh. Hey, hey, hey. Buster. Fuzz face. Cut it out. This is always a real good deal. It makes you feel like you'd stuck your head in a fan. See these judo legs, how they're delivered? Another one. Anybody can take them. Malkov can. He's tougher than a boarding house steak. Some for Mr. Togo. Reciprocity, they call it. Look over, way over. That's it. Want to look again? Oh, no. Well, this kid is... This Togo, you've got to give him credit for never quitting. Just about the time you think he ought to be clobbered, why, he comes to life. It's a knee lock that he has on Malkov, plus this peculiar way of resting his forearm against Malkov's jugular again. Count of two. This best 2 out of 3 falls, 60-minute time limit. Another count of 2. Our boy Anthony is right on the ball tonight. No, 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 Buster. Here goes more of that nerve business. This guy Togo may not be spectacular as a wrestler, but he's busy every minute. Looks like he's cut his hand here. Either that or he's got blood all over it from Malkov. See what happened. He's probably got Zack's cauliflower split open. This is a chin lock after a fashion when Mr. Togo isn't choking. I say the movement isn't spectacular here, but there's action going on in the clinches all the while. We've got time here to tell you if you'd like a copy of Fred Kohler's Wrestling News, we'll be glad to send it to you. Just drop me a card or letter, Russ Davis, and care of the station here. We'll see the free copy sent out to you. It's published every week. There's a lot of news in it about wrestlers all over the world. Still Malkov, still Mr. Togo. Still the same old hold. Well, maybe Malkov's going to make some money here. We got a hold alike now. It's a question of who vacates first. Well, Malkov did. Malkov's ear that's bleeding. It's the one that Togo's been slapping on there. He's got it started. It's a cauliflower ear. And naturally, Togo's made the most out of it. Needless to say, our Mr. Malkov is not a pretty sight at the moment. See if Zack can come out. He's starting a wrist lock here. Yep, into a hammer lock. Count of 1, 2. Mr. Togo. Mustn't, boy. That's it, Zack. Get him loose from it. No, says Zack. He's on the ropes. Right back again. Boy, this kid doesn't ever learn, does he, huh? Woo! Right across the Adam's apple. That's the one that fractures your windpipe. And Togo was trying to set up a reverse flip there and didn't make it. Malkov didn't bounce as far as he thought he. 1, 2, 3... clear up to the disqualification count. This is a rugged match. It doesn't, as I say, look too rough, but it is. And there goes Malkov right down where we generally are. Everybody's up on their feet. Let's see what happens. He's got a count of 20 to get back in the ring when he's thrown out. 10 if he goes out of his own volition. Oh, well. Get out yourself, Mr. Togo. This Malkov is tough. Don't think he isn't. Well, let's see what will happen. Mr. Togo is much the fresher of the two at this stage of the game, despite the fact they both had a trip outside the ring. Togo's got this ear started, and he's going to work on it. Notice he just keeps trying to irritate it and split it. A cauliflower ear is caused by breaking down the separation of the cartilages from the skin in the ears, and the liquid that gets in there generally solidifies. Then it becomes painful. Here's a sleep hold. You'd better give up to him, Zack. You won't be with us the rest of the evening, boy. Oh, he says no. There's one little bohemian you're not going to stop. Not this laddie buck. Zack was a police officer in Chicago for years. Was an instructor in judo tactics in the Coast Guard during the war. Covered himself with a good deal of glory in the Seabees later on. And so he's just not used to giving up. I think Mr. Togo's beginning to get a little used to that now, too. This is that wraparound or python again here. Everybody's begging for Malkov to slug him, and he did. Now let's see what's going to happen, huh? Few judo links. We'll take this and this and this, says Malkov. Oh, Mr. Togo, you're going to work yourself into a spot here, chum. That's what I meant. The general idea is that Mr. Malkov doesn't want him in the ring with him. And I think he succeeded in getting it over. Malkov's ear is just a scarlet mess. Onto the ropes, Togo. You can't understand, can you? Malkov, if he's taken one, has taken 15 of those windpipe licks. Zack just seems to come out of this momentarily. Here's more of this sleep hold again. Malkov can never get awake for 3 minutes here in a row. He'll make Mr. Togo go look for some more sand to heave to his ancestors. There's a takedown. There's an arm scissors short. This may be the one that Zack can get some rest with. It isn't too hard to hold to keep on once you've accomplished it. Unless Togo hits a nerve somewhere and makes him break it. And he'll go to looking. Even in this position, Zack's still the boss here, as long as he can keep that arm caught in this short scissors. To get out of this one's like trying to figure your income tax. It's a little tough. Can be done. Count of 2 on Togo. That's 2 of them in a row. Opened the door, Togo. Zack may be getting a little bit of refreshment here. Or is it? Count of 2 on him. Togo's taking him off balance and may work his way out here. Let's see what happens. Is he is or is he ain't, huh? Zack's still hanging to it. He's lost it now. Togo caught him in a gather. Malkov's trying to counter with a wrist lock here. Togo with a chin press. Plus a little bit of choking. That, I guess, is legal within limits. I'm not sure. Here's that same routine again. Togo working on that ear, Malkov, while he's got this leg gathered. His little old head up there and bang it with your knees, Zack. He must be choking the way the other end of Zack's moving. Of course, Blind Anthony, he always goes to the wrong side of the barn after the horse is gone. He's my friend, Mother, and I'll pick on him if I want to. Boy, put it on him, cinch it down real tight, pull up the zipper and leave. What's the matter? Honorable gentleman pinched too hard, Togo? Like John Paul Jones, he has only begun, or not yet begun. Which way does it go? Look at that little son of a gun put his knees right in the middle of Malkov's face. Oh, that's what we've been asking for. That's the boy. He's got the kid on the table now. Keep him going. Our Mr. Togo must have the counterpart of a glass jaw, maybe a glass skull. He was flopping just like a chicken with his head twisted off there for a minute. Malkov conked him on top of the head. boy, Togo has furrows on his head and his scalp that are fully an inch deep and an inch wide. I've never seen anything like it. Yep, he comes up with a hammerlock on Malkov. Get your fingers out of his mouth, Buster. It's unsanitary. Well, there goes Togo after that ear again. Togo's trying a... Go ahead, belt him. Well, Togo's got this hammerlock again. He had it as a hammerlock with a 4 there for a minute, then went around behind. Now he's using it into this wrap around or python. This is just where you get a man all wrapped up in himself. Now Zack belled him. Attaboy. Chin lock posted. This time you think old Zack had done run out of gas, but not him. Who knew? Well, well, here's a pair of hammerlocks. Boy, straighten up his spine a little. Bridge up. And Togo made his way out from under the ropes. He knows where they are. Zack, honest to goodness, boy, you're a sucker for that detail. Now that's twice times in a row, 3 times tonight. And he's measuring him up here. There's that judo lick across the throat, right across the windpipe. Watch how Togo does it. Oh, he's going to try and put a flip on him. Oh, no, this is real good. This just puts his sacroiliac on a Lana-Lease. And here goes the sleep hold. Malkov's got to do something pretty quick here. He's out. He's out like Flaherty's mother-in-law. Break it up. So there's Togo, the winner of the first fall, at any rate, with this sleep hold of his. We've got another 2 falls to go here. So he'll stand there for the minute, get himself rubbed down by his little manservant with the chin whiskers. Meantime, Brother Malkov is trying to get this thing unraveled and figured out here. We have 2 more falls to go. Well, Brother Togo has won the first fall from Zack Malkov. We'll get on with the affair in a few minutes here now. Just hold on a minute.
Did he hurt you when you came out of there?
I don't know what happened.
Nope, that's it. Tony Ajak has called the thing off. He would not let Malkov come out. So that gives Togo his first meeting with Zack Malkov by virtue of a default. His first bout from Zack Malkov. This boy Togo has worked his way through some of the better wrestlers in and around International Amphitheater here. This makes 3 now that he's added to his belt. So there you have it. The great Togo winning over Zack Malkov. The first fall with a sleep hold. And, of course, the second by default or disqualification because the referee would not permit Ajak to come out and meet Togo in the shape that he was in. This is Russ Davis speaking to you from ringside at International Amphitheater. Hope you enjoyed our little party. This is another match promoted by Fred Kohler. We'll be seeing you. Take good care. Bye.
One time limit, weighing 230 pounds from Wellington, New Zealand, Pat O'Connor. His opponent weighing 235 pounds from Kansas City, Missouri, Bob Orton. The referee, Tony Hadjick.
Good evening, everybody. Russ Davis speaking to you, ringside, International Amphitheater, Chicago. Well, here's a match that we do hope you enjoy. Boy by the name of Pat O'Connor is facing you. The guy with his back to you is the babyface villain, Bob Orton. Expression never changes. He can cut you up in little pieces and stuff you in an old shoebox. Expression never changes. He's a meanie. He's campaigning for Luthez' belt. So is O'Connor. O'Connor's from down in New Zealand. So here we go. What is this, 2 out of 3 falls or 1? I never did hear. What is it, Clink? Hello, look out. Right onto the ropes above Clinky. 1 fall, 30 minutes on this one. Hey, fellers. Now, let's not get rough with it. This Bob Orton, he's just as ornery as any of the rest of them. You can come out now. Boys. Boy, he smacked O'Connor right in the teeth then. You didn't even hear it. Headlock. Side mare. One, two, head scissors on O'Connor. And once in a while you can see Mr. Orton using his knees over there. Bobby. Careful, boy. Another flying mare. Flying mare. Hey, that's going to make a mess out of his nose. There's a knee drop. Another one. maybe. 1, 2. Nope, not quite. Another count of 2. Body press that O'Connor has. Mr. Orton, you used his hair. Well, O'Connor did all right. Now look out. Check breaking that solar plexus kick up. Boy, Orton's fast with it. Hey, hey, hey. Uh-oh. That I don't like, says Mr. Orton. To the ropes. There's an arm lock posted. Count of 2 on Orton. He's trying to rough up O'Connor's face. Fellers. Count of 2. There's an arm bar on Orton here. Oh, that's a good way to do it. I don't think you need an extra arm around your trophy room, do you? There's liable to be one available here in a minute. I never realized this crowd here at International disliked Bob Orton so much. They really despise him. Connor has his shoulder lock, arm bar, and his knee in Orton's ear. Orton finally got a foot out over the rope. That's why the thing was broken up. Well, what kind of a detail is that? I almost got kicked loose from my breakfast there.
Come on, O'Connor. Come on.
Look out. Orton thought Haycheck had grabbed him for a minute. Round behind in a waist lock attempted. Pick up. Toe hold.
Hold him, Norton. Hold him.
You can cut his wind off that way. Still a toe hold. one. Several of them, as a matter of fact, there. I don't know how Orton made that peel off, but he's got himself a chin lock now. Yep, he managed to get on top of Haycheck.
Wrestling round 1, 2.
Mr. Orton does not presume to. Well, I don't know what. Drag. Man alive. Get away from here, will you? You're too big. Look like our boy Patrick hung tight then. Well, Orton's giving him the knee right there in the tailbone. Spin. Or is it? Hey, lads, leave us stay on the rink here. Well, they're back in again. The count of 8. They're watching. Orton, our babyface villain, is finding O'Connor about as tough to crack up as anybody he's met yet. Here at International. And you can always get him by the hair if you can't get him any other way. Oh, what a kangaroo. Brother. Orton didn't even see that one come out of the North 40. O'Connor said, "Hey, chum, would you mind moving over?" There's an arm lock wing. There's the head scissors. Short. Or figure forward. Paddy generally gets out of these things by standing on his head and spinning. It's the most excruciating thing in the world to watch. Either that or he'll spring it by getting a hold of Orton's toes. Look at him come out of there. He comes out so quick that it actually is a painful thing to Orton. A sudden relaxation of the muscles. Hey, 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 that's on the big bass drum you're hitting him there. Orton's benching this thing, putting a little more heat on it. Look at that guy come out of there. There's a half crab or a reverse leg lock. He doesn't say anything, Tony. Orton got that one by getting a hold of the waistband, and these wrestlers' trunks is fully capable of towing a car, boy, and they really swing one another around by them. O'Connor trying to crowd Orton off of him and get away from this knee lock. One. Mr. Orton says, "Hey, O'Connor, the man's talking to you." Whacked him in the side of the head with his elbow there. Oh, that's a cute way to get a guy loose. Says Mr. Orton. Orton's chin, lower lip are a little bit scuffed up from that kick that he took from O'Connor.
Fifteen minutes.
Headlock. Side mare. Headlock. Elbow in the tummy. Brother Orton came off of there and picked up that headlock. He vacated and released it in a hurry. He's just leading O'Connor around there. They take a purchase on his hair in order to pull his head back up in that thing. See what I mean? One. Bob Orton, Pat O'Connor wrestling here, if you just happened in. This is Russ Davis speaking to you from ringside. Did he two shoulder? Yeah, here's Orton out over the rope again. O'Connor can really put a body slam on you. A little bit of a knee drop into the armpit with it. Hammerlock. good for ears. That's a skidding takedown that O'Connor had put on him there. It's a feint. Orton was, there goes that same detail again by the hair and with a hammerlock. That's a little finger you have there, separate from the others, Mr. Orton. Makes him wiggle on this end, we can tell it. Hammerlock. Go ahead and bite him, O'Connor. O'Connor went out here, tried to get loose. Down on us again. Up on Clinky's chair. Look out, Clink. Oh. No, no, no. Orton's trying to fall on him here. Orton trying to shorten up his fall. One. Have you ever seen anything like that? Well, that handles that. Headlock. Could this be? Could this be? 1, 2, 3. It is. Get this all made official for you here in just a minute.
The time, 21 minutes and 3 seconds with a reverse jackknife. The winner, Pat O'Connor.
Well, Pat O'Connor has won from Bob Orton. This is Pappy Davis speaking to you, ringside International Amphitheater, and we'll be seeing you. Take care. Jeffries taking out the little golden Georgie pins. This is possibly the most disdainful man I think I have ever seen in my life. This guy, he just reeks with it. There's his little bow in that direction. That's for the peasants. Oh, there you are. Now then, here comes the tossing of the Georgie pins. Oh, you, madame? Ah, oui. Listen to this crowd chatter for these pins. Or they'll really scramble. There's one out that way. These are actually little gold-plated Georgie pins. And the people love them. This guy, Gorgeous George, is one of the toughest in the business, too, at the same time. Toss them out into the crowd, and everywhere they go, there's a minor riot and trying to get a hold of them.
The final exhibition of the evening, you will not free fall with a 60-minute time limit. From South America, weighing 210, Cyclone, Anaya. His opponent, weighing 208, the
Hayek is the referee here. Let's see whether or not he has any trouble with Gorgeous. First one, referee. Hayek is going to have a look. Whether or no. Come on, Gorgeous, open up. Thing has to be unhooked by Jeffries. He objects to it all the while. Well, here we go. And the inside of that robe, if you please, is the most beautiful orchid you have ever seen. Woo. Okay, Hayek looking him over. Telling the boys that if they are outside of the ring voluntarily and down on the floor, it's a count of 10. If they are outside of the ring and on the floor involuntarily, having been thrown there. Oh, dear me. So his filthy hands, huh? No, Mr. Hayek, I doubt, would like that very much. Trying to get Gorgeous George disrobed here so we can get him in wrestling state. There we go. He's quite a man. He's a well-built lad, and he's tough. Don't think he isn't. As if to say, there, you peasants, and here we go. Best 2 out of 3 falls. Doesn't want those curls messed up. Cyclone Anaya has waited for a long time for this match. I know it cost you $7.50, George. It's too bad. He did ruin it, didn't he? Don't you? Now you're trying for a cross chin lock. There's a headlock. Boy, this is going to mess up the coiffure. But for sure. Anaya's benching this headlock. Boy, Anaya has recently come up from South America. George, did you hit him with a double-up fist? Oh, just like a shot put. Well, here's an arm lock. Notice how Anaya kicked that thing and a count of 2 on George. Can you hear Hayek say he's got a bad one? What do you say? Nobody knows that any better than George. Photographers are having a field day here at ringside tonight. George almost made it, but not quite. That guy Hayek hits this man. Just expect that big old fist of his to go right on through. George almost made it that trip. I don't think he can hang on to this headlock he had. Nope, not quite. Well, they don't have to either. was a run under hammerlock. There's a takedown with it. Georgie, if you must hold this long like that, please present the other part of your terrier. The ant, not the pot. Good old Tony Haycheck. Tony, in his off moments here in Chicago, is one of the police force. Every once in a while, I rib him on some of these shows, and, well, all of his fellow patrolmen really hand it to him. Still a hammerlock on Cyclone Anaya. Assistance is all right, George, but that's too much. Naya's taken a lot of punishment from that hammerlock that George had on him. Don't ever sell this orchid guy short. He's as rough and tough as the inside of a pair of GI shoes, this guy. Harder than a mother-in-law's heart. Here's an arm twist. Plus a Japanese wrist lock. And into a hammerlock. Georgie, open your eyes, you big baby blue eyes, will you? Hmm? Oh, let us have a look. Hey, Jack, asking Anaya if he wants to concede. You used his hair, you did so, and you know it so. George, your coiffure is becoming quite messed up, isn't it, old boy?
10 minutes. That's it.
You know, you might ask of these two which one has the Tony. Somebody back in the crowd had a good idea. Anaya couldn't make it work. That was a roughie. Well, can't make it one way, he'll make it the other. Here's a step over toe hold that Anaya has. Well, these cameramen are having a field day here tonight. They're all over the place. Here is a cross and reverse toe hold. Oh, brother, this is a moneymaker. You can see why. tear up the sheets, George, please. Look at Anaya having to redistribute himself here after that lunge of George's. I mean, Anaya's got the pressure on him. Anaya's naturally swarthy. His skin is bleached out around his knees here from the pressure that he's putting on. Goodness knows what it is on George's leg. Anaya is one of the few guys in the wrestling business who's been in it as long as he has, who doesn't have really and truly a cauliflower ear to his name. This hold that he has here on George is a roughie. George trying to peel him off. Hey! Well, you could hear the splat of that one as he hit that foot and put some sidewise pressure on it. George has been within 2 inches of being out from under the bottom rope here, and he just can't quite make it. I think he's moved the ring mat cover over by a good 12, 14 inches. Fellas, we're going to have to do something else about this close-up on this holder. I'm going to have to start charging you for it. All right, the thing is... Oh, Anaya's going to try and work it his own way, but it didn't work out. What's the matter, George? You're loose. Get up. Get going. Try it on Anaya. You can bank on that. Liberal use of the rope. 2. Come on, get up. Get up, boy. The sun's a-shining. You were using the rope. Both of them are pretty well gimmicked up in the legs. Cyclone, that wasn't the thing to do, boy. 2. One, 2. George is holding this hold purposely, if you'll notice. He's pulling his foot away at the count of 2 in order to prolong the toughness of this figure 4 leg lock that he has on Anaya. Look at him. 2.5 counts. Boy, he'll come down off of that rope every time. He's got Anaya in a bad way here. 2. Anaya's going to lose his patience here in a minute. 1, 2. Anaya's trying to counter with a chin press, which of course you can't see because George is not transparent tonight. Maybe Tony will catch him this trip. As long as he can see, Tony won't catch him. Come on, Bud. Finally caught you, says Tony. Both of these guys have got gimmicked up legs here. Somebody suggested that Anaya take hold of George's. Oh, boy, did you see that one? That was an Irish whip. And here is a full arm stretch. George trying a roll up here. Nope, I don't think he'll make it. Well, he got a foot out of the ropes. That's what he was after. Another whip and the full arm stretch. What are you reaching for, George? There's nothing up in that direction, boy. Nothing but air, nice hot lights. One. That's enough of a close-up for him, fellas. Get off of it. Doesn't flatter him at that angle anyway. George has used every trick in the box to try and get out of this one, but these full arm stretches are bad. Well, he's tried everything, even to standing on his head, and that didn't work out. Well, give him A for effort. Almost slid in home then, but not quite. Well, let's see if he can make it this trip. He's got the makings of a spread eagle here if he can handle it. Well, here's a full stretch on it. Look at the roll-up from Anaya. Maybe 1, 2. Look out, Hayjack. George is being made to break it up because of a chokehold. Headlock on Anaya. Oh, he found him, and how? Uh-oh. Go ahead. Everybody wants it. Might as well. George's mal de mer. You got to watch him when he starts pulling this business. He's like a barrel full of detailed rattlesnakes. You never know what he's... Uh-oh. That he doesn't like. There's Georgie trying with a half basket. Now it's into just a leg lock. Inside step over toe hold now. Plus the ropes. Mr. Haycheck, not having eyes in the back of his head, cannot very well see that one. He suspects it. Ah, caught you then, boy. You just got to knock it off. George not too particular now about having his hairdo handled.
What's the matter? Got any guts?
Rather imagine he has a full set. It's supposed to be a reverse chin lock. A few chokes added here and there. Mr. Anaya has had sufficient, it seems. Little curly locks. There's a monkey rip. Oh! Could be. One. Boy, he landed on the back of his neck. George's feet were caught in the ropes when Anaya started that monkey rip. Boy, he landed right on the back of his neck. One, two, three. That high-binding headlock of Gorgeous George's that he uses there in really a twisting rip. I've seen very few men who could stand up to over 2 or 3 of them. Anaya never has taken to defeat. I started to say something, and that outburst came from Gorgeous George, who's directly above me here. Says, "Oh, shut up, peasants." Both the boys. There's the 10-second whistle. So I expect you better get back to your beat, George, and we'll get ready to go, huh? There's the bell, and we're off. Anaya is really starting after that arm. Here's a drag. There's a hammerlock standing. Uh-oh. again. Look at that guy rush out of there, will you? Reverse leg lock or a half crab. Here's a reverse toe hold, benched at the knee. Taking it away from him again. All this kid needs is a prehensile tail, and he could work his way around the world, seems like. You get George within half an arm's length of the ropes. He's trying to crawl out from under here so that he can get Haycheck to break up this hammer lock. Here's Anaya going after that hammerlock again. All right. He's getting what for? You know what for. At that drop kick. There's that snap roll again. This one confuses you just a little bit. There's that rolling headlock. Oh, here's Anaya set up on the Cobra hold. Say something, Georgie. Okay, so Anaya won it. Yep, there's your boy. When Haycheck's out of the way, and here's Georgie recuperating from Anaya's far-famed Cobra twist. That one just puts you full of hooks and crimps and binds of all kinds. Come on, George, get up, boy. Sun's coming up, birds are singing. It's a beautiful day.
5 minutes and 2 seconds with a Cobra twist. Winner at the second ball, Cyclone Anaya.
Well, there you have it. It's now a fall apiece. And this match is past some 30 minutes old. And here's Anaya taking his ease in his corner again. He's a very placid boy in between falls, regardless of how rough things have been. George sung out at some fan who came down there wanting his autograph. Ah, shut up. That seems to be about the height of his retorts. I mean, I've never heard him use any hard language at all. He always deported himself like a gentleman as far as the public is concerned, but boy, he can get awful rugged with lads that he's wrestling with, and he does. We'll be coming up for a 10-second warning here now, just most any time. Those of you folks who watch these wrestling matches all the while have certainly been kind in your letters of compliment that you've sent us, and we certainly do appreciate it, just heaps. Uh-oh, George has all of a sudden come down with a catch in his get-along here. There's the bell. Come on, Georgie. Get out there and sig him. That's for you, Georgie. Boy, this hairdo becomes the most sodden. Oh! There's a chin lock posted. Crowd's yelling choke, but it isn't. Haycheck is watching it there. Anaya almost set up that Cobra twist again. Let go of him, George. You're supposed to break clean. Waist lock and onto the ropes. It'll have to be broken up. Hey, come back, Cyclone. I said come back. May need the National Guard to help him. Oh, hello. Right there. Look at this. They're down on the floor for fair. Who's going to get back in? Well, it's a question of who gets what for where here. Oh, looky here. Right out on the floor. Right out on the floor and rubbed her. It wound up in a draw. No. Jeffries has come in with your cooling off robe here.
Both the men were counted out of the ring with a 20 count. There is no decision. No decision.
Well, that's the way it winds up. Oh, I don't want my snood. Jeffries is not at all afraid of our gorgeous George. Didn't win a thing, George. Nice seeing you, however. Boy, if you aren't killer in that snood. Yes, sir, you really are. Well, this match between Cyclone Anaya and Gorgeous George is wound up in a draw. Both of the boys out on the floor fighting it out, and it's time for us to be heading home along with you. Take good care, will you?
Fall, 60-minute time limit. From Buenos Aires, weighing 227 pounds, Antonio Argentina Rocca. From Detroit, Michigan, weighing 260 pounds, Killer Kowalski. Your referee, Jim McMillan. The attending physician, Dr. John H. Pribble. Your timekeeper, Bill Fazy.
Good evening, everyone. Russ Davis, Ringside International Amphitheater in Chicago. Here's a match you probably have waited to see a long, long time. Argentine Rocco against Killer Kowalski. The winner of this match, incidentally, is to meet Hans Schmidt. Jim McMillan is the referee. He's explaining to Kowalski on your right. A great, huge 6'5" boy. Beautifully built. Precisely what the rules are. They're Texas rules in the main. Catch as catch can. No holds barred, with the exception of hitting with a doubled-up fist, eye gouging, and all choke holds, whether they're applied with the hands, arms, or legs. Or if you want to stand on your opponent's feet, neck, why, Okay. Well, Mr. Kowalski built up his boo quotient then by not wanting to shake hands with Rocca. This is the first time that Rocca has appeared in International Amphitheater. Watch him. He's a jumping jack, this guy. What's the matter with Kowalski? What's he worried about? Looks like he's dyspeptic. What's he going to do? Sit and think this over? Kowalski doesn't want this elastic support on Rocca's elbow. Oh, quit being so particular. What's the matter with Kowalski? He acts like that bandage is loaded with swords. It's all right, says McMillan. It was okayed by the doctor. It's Kowalski. That's our boy. Tries to make it as tough as he can. May get Rocca a little mad here. Rocca, you know, is a ballet student. An athlete from way back. He was actually born in Italy, but spent most of his boyhood years in Argentina. It's an arm lock and a takedown with it. Just wants to be confusing. On the move continually, this man. Doesn't like dirty wrestling. Tickle, tickle, tickle. Tremendously built man. Kowalski quite... Ooh. What a side mirror. Timber. Rocca just looking out from under all the while until that happened. Okay, says McMillan. Come on. Come on, get out of it, says Rocca. Kowalski thinks he'll go home. If I were to say that Mr. Kowalski was a little slow in his mental processes, I might be overstating it, but Rocca has him confused completely. Look at Rocca give it to him. Rocca's laying here making faces at the fans on the other side of the ring. Kowalski came up with a toe hold. It's now crossed and doubled. Rocca's got himself a reverse chin press here. No, Tarzan, no Charlie horsing. Out of our way, Mr. McMillan. Gonna have to break it. Rocca wants him to come on. Flying toe hold. Rocca just grins and sticks his tongue out a mile. He's just in continual motion, this boy. He never stops. You can imagine his wonderful athletic condition. He hasn't even taken a hard breath yet. Somebody do something here. Rocca's got a picked up toe hold. Kowalski has a headlock. Scissors. I don't know. I'm going up to the treetop. He doesn't quite know what to do with this boy. Wow, what a side mare. Headlock. Take down to the gather.
Off straight the brains out.
I don't think you can, Mr. Kowalski. You got him covering up now. Did you see that head? Now, Mr. Kowalski, naughty, 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 mustn't with the fist. That's hard on his cauliflower skid and his thinking in addition. You got him mad now. Get out of the way of it, Kowalski. Don't stand there. There's another one. Get out of my hair, too. They're beginning to rib Kowalski from here at ringside in a very cruel, unkind way. I don't think so, Mr. Kowalski. Mr. McMillan's going to watch it at any rate. Okay, I caught you that time. Break it up. Tickle, 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 tickle. Kowalski wants no more of those feet in his face. Kowalski, I think if you ask him at any time in the last minute or two, would have sworn he was wrestling 6 men. He couldn't straighten up for being in the way. Two. Cross chin lock. That's a choke. Been quite a few seconds of that now. Rocca's beginning to get a little bit of haze in his eyes, but dancing around, he may clear it up. Same for him. Rocca showing he can get just as rough as the rest. Como, he says. Okay. We'll do it this way then. Says Rocca. This boy's wonderful. Mr. Kowalski, temper, temper. Stop most anybody. Even a jumping jack like Rocca. Hey, now wait a minute. This is getting a little too much. No. Kowalski, you'll be disqualified for that one. You can't tell us that you didn't do it. Nope, McMillan's going to disqualify him. That's all there is to it. He didn't wait for the officials. Hey, wait a minute. Mr. Kowalski. Get out of there, says McMillan. You big bum. Just doesn't like it. Just disqualification, Jim says, and he sounded real disgusted. I don't know that I blame him.
The referee has disqualified Killer Kowalski, and the winner in 15 minutes, 25 seconds, the first ball goes to Antonio Rocca.
Rocca has actually the physique. It's on a little heavier lines of that of a ballet dancer. Huge, tremendous legs, good trunk, and not too heavily muscled all the way through. But as I say, he's just kind of scaled out of some of the better ballet dancers in the world. And he's thought enough of ballet that he has studied it 2 or 3 different times in his life. He likes it just for the sense of rhythm. And as you notice, he moves around a tremendous amount. The 10-second whistle is sounded. He doesn't seem at all buffaloed by Mr. Kowalski. So here we go. Oh, no, not this all over again. Same routine, the knee lift. Boy, this guy Kowalski has been in the catnip too much tonight or something. I don't know what's the matter with him. 1. Keep it up, and that's what's going to happen to you, Kowalski. You'll be disqualified again. And there'll be 14,000 very mad fans. Come on over in a flying mare. Rocca was going to try and target him there with a drop kick, but Kowalski fell right into his leg. Half by design and half by accident. Rocca's going to try and work his way out of this here. Rocca's not going to have very good opinion of some of our boys here at International. Kowalski, if you'll just wrestle and let McMillan do the refereeing, everything will be fine. He's trying to Charlie horse Rocca so that he can catch him. Whee! Boy, that one was right at the base of the neck. There's another one to help it out. Oh, no, don't tell me this. Uh-oh, he would have hit in the tummy then. What a kangaroo. If you'd have had one of those strobe camera shots of Kowalski, then his face would have looked like a watermelon. Looky here, 1. Well, Kowalski got himself in the ropes. Rocca has something in the bottom of his foot. No, Kowalski. Rocca's even looking at this foot here. He's just letting Kowalski have the hold. His feet are tough and callous because he works barefooted continually, so whatever it is he stepped on could have been something spectator tossed in the ring. This is the thing of Kowalski's that he's always using. Break it up. Kowalski is convinced that McMillan is picking on him. Rocca's still trying to look at the bottom of his foot. We're going to be out from under the ropes here in a second. McMillan is breaking it up. There's one for that side of the head. Want the Capadine, boy? That's for you. You keep him up there. I don't want him here. Rocca got his senses about him here. Clear-eyed. Not at all confused. Boy, those are tremendous side mares that he uses. Put out another light. This is a choke, or part of it. Rocca's caught in this tremendous open scissors. This boy Kowalski can put this on. He's got the strength. Oh, that broke it. Ooh. Well, we got a pair of heads connected there then, inadvertently. Here we go. Nope, Kowalski's got the rope. Well, out you go then, says Rocca. Hey, fellas, stay in the ring. Well, they're outside now. No. We're going to have a real ruckus in under the ring. The fight's taking place in under the ring. Well, there's the bell. Now let's see what's going to happen. Here's Rocca out from underneath, all dirty. Kowalski slugged him a few times up in there. Hey. He hasn't got any hair. Kowalski's whip. Now what's going to happen? That's the question. There was a real ruckus in under the ring there. Rocca is still interested in this foot. He's got something in it. Crowd still doesn't know what's going to happen. I don't, any more than you do. Rocca doesn't want it. McMillan is hot. He's had all of Kowalski he wants. Kowalski's been screaming all evening that McMillan was after him. Rocca doesn't want it. Now let's see what's going to happen.
In 8 minutes, 25 seconds, The referee awards the fall to Antonio Rocca.
Well, what does that make out of it? Does it wind up the match or not? Out you go, says McMillan. Go home, says McMillan.
The winner of the match is Antonio Argentina Rocca.
Well, that's one match that Rocca didn't want to win that way, I'm quite sure. I don't know whether we can get him over here or not. Len, would you ask Rocca to come here for a minute?
Again, theater, where we have a little bit of an extravaganza coming up.
The Australian tag team match. 2 out of 3 team falls. 60-minute time limit. From Minneapolis, Minnesota, weight 210 pounds, Verne Gagne. His teammate from Oak Park, Illinois, 218 pounds, Bobby Bruns. Both teammates from Chicago, Illinois, weighing 222 pounds, Rudy. And weighing 203½ pounds, Al Williams. Your referee, Joe Juswick.
Joe Juswick is the referee here. And old Mr. Signboard, Al Williams, is facing us. Rudy K is on the extreme left of the picture. Bobby Bruns on the extreme right. You can see Joe Juswick, the referee, in between there. And then the lad in the white gown is Verne Gagne. Everyone around Chicago calls him Gagne, but it is... he knows the rules, Rudy. No discussion as to who knows the rules. They just want them clarified, Rudy, that's all. And this boy with his back to us, his name is spelled G-A-G-N-E, Gagne. But everyone here insists on calling it Gagne. I don't know why, but it's a French name, Gagne. Well, that flip of the coin was something that is the prerogative of all of the referees. They can designate which man starts for a team in an Australian tag team match, or they can flip a coin and decide it that way. Gagne is starting for himself and Bruns. Looky who's here, Uncle Rudolph. His boy Gagne was an outstanding athlete in the state of Minnesota. Played way up in collegiate football, in the Olympics, and is, generally speaking, an all-around athlete, but has settled into professional wrestling. The crowd can't understand quite why Uncle Rudolph decides to break clean. When he does, it generally brings out all kinds of boos. Oh, study and determination, wasn't it? Juswick breaking it up. You see what Rudy said? What do you want me to do? Well, it's a chin lock posted. Look at that boy Gagne bridge. Without fear of being one of these guys who gets out on a limb and then cuts it off behind him. This boy Gagne can... Oh, right on Uncle Rudolph's broccoli. If he continues, Gagne, to improve, as he has since he came into the ranks of professional wrestling some 3 years ago, this kid in another 5 years will be on top of the heap. He's already crowding Lou Thez, the reigning Wrestling Alliance World's Heavyweight Champion, for a match. He's trying for a lift here. And he makes it. What's the matter, Rudy? Huh, boy? Well, hold on to the lifelines. No, his shoelace isn't untied, Rudy. That's an old one. Let's get a new one. Hey, Rudy. Watch it, mein Herr. Wow. That was a nasty arm lock that was posted. If you noticed a little break in the noise there, earlier this evening we had our microphone cords, or the mics above the ring, which pick up the noise, almost pulled in two by one of the boys when he went out of the ring. Sometimes you may hear this sound of him hitting the mat coming in and going out all the time. It is not your receiver, so don't call your poor benighted serviceman. Let him sleep tonight. Boy, that was a drag to stop all drags. Now, madam, you know you're not that tickled about it. Look at that gal right between Al Williams' legs there. Look at her. Oh, she likes to see Rudy take a skid. And he's not wearing his non-skid pants tonight. Chin lock. Into a body slam, perhaps. Nope. Doesn't look like it's going to be. A cute new maneuver. Carry him around and choke the daylights out of him and then put a body slam on him. There's the tag. Williams is in. Gagne's half out. A couple of those, he'll be all the way out. One, two. These are disqualifying counts that are being called on Williams here. And again we go at it. Boy, this one mic is really giving us trouble. Bear with us. There's both Rudy and old tattoos working on him. This kid Gagne hasn't got a chance in the world. About as much chance as a soda cracker has of staying fresh in a bowl of water. Man, oh man. There's a hammerlock on Gagne. Once in a while, I wonder if these gals at ringside don't get a little distracting to the referees, pointing out so many things to watch. Gagne is trying to make a tag here with Bruns. That's his hand in the picture. There's his head, finally. Yep, he couldn't make it. Still a hammerlock on Gagne. Plus a Japanese wrist lock. There's the tag. Uncle Albert's got a fresh one. That's what he doesn't want. Mr. Bruns is willing, ready, and able to take all comers, it seems. Ooh, how our boy Rudy goes down. Watch es los, Rudolph. Eine Minuten. Well, Al came out of his kennel then. I mean, his corner. There's a headlock on him. Boy, does he... Oh, Rudy's going to do the tight wire act. Give it to him, Gagne. That, boy. Davis, what are you saying, huh? this is like a Roman holiday when they had 5 people for every 2 lions. You hardly know which way to go. This is a reversed outside wrist lock on Bruns at the moment that Williams has. Going to make it into an arm scissors, short. There it is. Very Justwick right down there looking for that pin. Count of 1. Madam, you're the noisiest thing that I've seen since the invention of the sewing machine. Yuckity, 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 yuck. Please, honey, keep your seat. Well, she came to have fun, and she's doing it. Now, leave Rudy alone. That end of him's loaded. Rudy caught one right in the peepers. And is that little gal happy about it? Listen to her scream. Pussy wants a corner. So does Mr. Williams. Nobody there, Al. As I say, I have seen a lot of Roman holidays, but this one beats them all. Here's Bruns. Calm him down, Rudy. That's a good idea. He's getting a little aged. He needs some special care. Okay, so you boys wanted to rough him up, and then you get it. Come on out and wrestle. Don't you worry about his fist, Rudy. You worry about yours. Rudy has a cross chin lock here. Have to break it up. Oh, hello. Watch his nose, Rudolph. But Bruns, I think, how is it they say it? Retaliated ever so beautifully. Another one shot right in under Bruns's jaw. Yay. Chin lock reverse. Justwick checking it to make sure that it is not a chokehold. Full Nelson. Boing. Oh, brother, was Williams zeroed in on him. And again. Out. Ooh, to shame of luck. What's the matter, boy? Stand up. Williams going to have to get him over there in a position where he can shake hands with him. Gagne tagged out with Bruns in the meantime. And here's Gagne back in again. Williams was only using strategy there, Rudy. We're just trying to get you over the foul line so that Mr. Gagne couldn't get you. You see, chum, that's what I mean. You've got to use your head on these things. This boy Gagne is my Swedish mama-in-law's prime favorite. She always says, oh, he's such a nice little feller. Here's an extended wrist lock on Gagne. He may make it into a wrist lock on Rudy. Could be. Rudy's looking for the ropes. Uh-oh. Yeah, your old man's mustache. Rudy, that's a nasty habit. Now, Albert. Oh, so. No, disqualifying, Al. What are you talking about? Rudy can do it, so can Gagne. There's a hammerlock on Gagne. Put a head scissors on him, Gagne. Go ahead, you got him, boy. Sting him. Oh. Gagne's got so much pain from this hammerlock. Madam, will you please quit distracting the boys? Oh, no wonder Gagne couldn't put on the scissors. See where Al had him? Right by the footsies. Ooh, when Rudy turns those things loose, they're whoppers. Body slam. Boy, oh boy. That one really jarred our sound effects mic up over the ring here, completely out of business. More hammerlock on Gagne. Oh, fine. That'll help out his bursitis. If it isn't worse, it will be. It's a very terse little maneuver, Albert. Now that he's softening up the muscles of the upper arm, Mother. Mr. Gagne just submitted to that little bit of tripe. That's one of the meanest maneuvers. Hey, Al! Honest to goodness. On the field of battle, no less. Poor Mr. Bruns is halfway down Queer Street and doesn't even know what struck him. Rudy's setting up a drag. Aye. Body slam. And the press. 1, 2, 3. And the second fall, thus comprising the first team fall, has gone to the team of Williams and Kay. Any trouble here, fellas? Huh? Mr. Bruns naturally resented the fact, Albert. Okay. So do the spoils go the victor. So do the victor. Well, anyway, they won. The first fall, that is.
The first team fall, 14 minutes, 20 seconds. The team of Al Williams and Rudy Kay.
So there's the first one. Here, Bruns and Gagne right in the bottom side of the picture. Bruns has got this big cut on his forehead here, as you can see, right over his left eye. Joe Joswick. Well, here are the Agony twins. Rudy Kay with his shoulders to us and the signboard. He's still got a little vacant space there. Any of you guys in the ad agency business would like some outdoor display? Well, let me know, will you? It's all a complaint, Albert. And just hush you by here and let things go. Get one of them out. Well, quit worrying about it, boy. Everything will clear up. Al is really perspiring here tonight. There's the bell. Runs has started. Uh-oh. Touche. Tally-ho. Yoiks and such things. There's a drag on Mr. Williams. Bruns is fitting him up with a flying head scissors there. Could be the pin. 1, 2, 3, and the first half of the second team fall. Thusly goes to Gagne and Bruns, if we can get Rudolph out of the fracture. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, Rudy was disqualified for that one. He refused to break that hold. He saw Williams lose that fall so quick, it just smashed him. Andy Frameman's really excited there, isn't he? But at any rate, Rudy and Al have lost the second team fall, just like that. Fellows, the cameraman looked over at him. He isn't either. Okay, this makes it official.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winners of the second fall by disqualification, Verne Gagne and Bobby Bruns.
So, there you've got it. That makes it official from Len Sterling, our ring announcer, and leaves us now with a fall apiece for each of these teams. hear the boys. That one happened to them so fast that I'll be willing to bet you it's been a long time. Well, Gagne is scratching his head there, perhaps trying to figure out which way to do it best. So now it's a fall apiece between these two teams. The first fall went to Williams and Kay. Second fall to these boys. Verne Gagne, who's moving around here. Bobby Bruns, who's been sitting in the corner and just wiping his brow. Bobby's still got a bad cut over his left eye. There's a 10-second whistle. Bell now. There's the bell, and we're off and running again at the International Amphitheater. He hasn't got any brass knucks in that hand, fellas. He's not carrying sand. No gravel, really. Onto the ropes. No. You do it. That's the way it should be done, Rudy. All right, Gagne. Look to your knitting, boy. Run him down my way. I'll get him when he comes out this end. Hello. Landing of the guard. There's poor Rudy, just like a tulip after a heavy frost. It's all bent over. Look out! Madam, how loud you scream. Scare me. Boy, Rudy really took some broad arm licks on that pink little chest of his. You leave the peasants alone, Rudy, and pay attention to Mr. Gagne. There's a hammerlock on Gagne. Hey, right in the old cauliflower. What's the matter, Rudy? Water? I get that, too, when I get in the shower. Turn around, Rudy. We so love to see your face when you get one of those. But just a minute. Let's see what's happening. Look out, Gagne. Uh-oh. Just a minute. Wait till I do this properly. You did. Lined up on him like a 10-pin in the bowling alley. Doesn't have any sleep in his eyes. Pounded him on the gizzard, though, isn't he? Rudy, keep your elbows to yourself. Save them for the crowded commuters' trains, huh? This is a point of spreading Mr. Gagne too thin between too many places. Albert? There you are, right on your old Fiscaris, boy. You haven't got anybody to blame but yourself. There's an arm lock. Take down with it. Let go of his nose. You can hear my boy Bill Clinky talking here in the background alongside the ring with me. There's a hammerlock on Gagne. His probably heard some of the fans calling Al Williams Grandpa. Well, he is. Oh, hello. Mr. Gagne really let him have that one right alongside the signboard, didn't he? The drag. Oh, that was lovely. They followed it all the way. That one was not good. Right across Gagne's forearm. Ball apiece now for these two teams. Don't forget that. Not to corn up a phrase, but I think this is the rubber fall. Someone is holding on to someone else here, it would seem. Unduly. Knee lift into the small of the back. I think Al wants every man he wrestles to have an upturned nose. He always does a lot. Uh-oh. Yes, let him have it. Better, Albert. When you can't get him loose, he's going to butt him to death. Well, Bruns is getting in his share of it, too. He has Williams' arm pinned there. Or did have. Headlock on Williams from Bruns. Making like a molded milk mixer with him. Shake well. That landed right on Albert's glass jaw. A good solid lick will put him on Queer Street anytime. Chin lock, reverse. Here's the tag, and Uncle Albert's got himself a fresh one here. He doesn't know it yet. Hey, Buster. Oh, no, not you again. Bang. Now, wait a minute, young man.
30 minutes. 30 minutes.
30 minutes of a lap
hour
since this match started. It's a fall apiece for each of these teams in this Australian tag team match. Promoter Fred Kohler really tacked one together here tonight on this one, didn't he? These sad, tired old eyes of Davis's have seen many a tag match, but this one beats a lot of them. Most of them. One drag for Mr. Gagne, two drags for Mr. Gagne. Hello, Rudy. You were a little late, boy. Two drop kicks in a row. Body slam. Gagne riding him close. There's another one. Could be the pin. One. Nope. Rudy's out from over the ropes. There's a tag, and Bruns is in. He's going right after Rudy just like a mad dog in a meat house. He's our bouncing baby boy. It's our Rudy. Body slam again. Gagne in. Burns getting ready to play the ropes. A drop kick for Rudy. That one was a little shy. Another drag. And another body slam. Maybe this time. 1, 2, 3. You heard the count. Mr. Williams, aren't you being a little bit rambunctious here, boy? This is the guy you want, Mr. Bruns. Well, Williams, by being an eager beaver and getting in there, got himself disqualified after Rudy had won the other half of the team fall. And as a result of it, He's lost the match for him. Gagne and Bruns have won. Joe Joswick, the referee, disqualified Williams for jumping in there after Rudy lost the first half of the team fall. This will make it official now. We hear from Len Sterling. So there you've got it. Verne Gagne and Bobby Bruns over Al Williams and Uncle Rudolph K. Well, bringing Bob Orton, the old babyface killer, together with Hans Schmidt, the menace from Munich. This is a match both of them have wanted for a long time. I won't make any prediction as to what's going to happen here. It's best 2 out of 3 falls, 60-minute time limit. And this one can be rough, so Tilly bar the gate. For our Mr. Orton, aren't they, huh? 1, 2, 3. Oh, brother. Never you saw anybody folded up in a hurry, you have just seen it. That is a fall. I'll almost make book on this that it's less than a minute. Let's find out.
The winner of the first fall in 35 seconds with a body slam and body twist, Hans Schmidt.
Well, we didn't even have time to turn our commercials over on that one. First fall then goes to Hans Schmidt over Bob Orton of Kansas City. This is a main event, best 2 out of 3 falls. It may go down on record as one of the world's shortest wrestling matches if the rest of it is to go like this. Wowie. This guy Schmidt, you know, he was halfway across the ring before the bell rang. He was still in his own territory. But Orton didn't even get a chance to turn around. And Mr. Orton, needless to say, is a little bit mad. Get him back in the corner there, Fred, or we'll have a Donnybrook on our hands. The crowd doesn't like either of these men too much. Either. So what's the difference? Both of them are disliked. Just about the way a cat hates a Saturday night bath. The only 2 people that like these guys are their mothers. And I understand there's some doubt about that on Hans Schmidt's part. There we go. Dropped down to 1 knee here, trying to get a count started. Ooh! This is a pair of meanies put together here. Oh, that one boosted Mr. Schmidt clear out. Back in the ring at the count of 10. Gone in here for a waist lock. Full Nielsen. Schmidt thought maybe he'd have him, but no dice. Orton's a brash young kid. He had his back hurt not long ago. 6 discs in his lumbar region. He had to go into the hospital and have them trimmed. These guys are such wonderful athletes. Mr. Schmidt. Rouse him, kid. Watch your step here, Clink. Sky Orton could get kicked right out through the ropes in our lap. There's a body scissors. You heard the grunt it brought out of Orton. For once, the crowd is on Orton's side. Break it up. That's one way of doing it. Chin lock on Orton. Reverse. Nicholas checking it for a choke. Chin lock posted. Head lock on Brother Schmidt. You know, has a reputation for being able to kick higher than a ballet dancer. He can really kick high. Uh-oh, now we're going to start this business. We're slapping each other to make one another mad. Have to be broken up. Oh, this Schmidt, all he wants to do ever is win. He hates people, he hates referees, even himself. Drop kick. Come on, says Orton, get up. This Orton has a face that's absolutely incapable of expression, I think, even when you talk to him in the dressing room. There was an arm lock, winged. Orton had to go on over with it. The head scissors and an arm lock. Orton pointing at the rope. Funny part of it is, he's not quite out from under him yet. Always good. Look at Orton stick his foot up there and try and clip Hans with it. Hans moving out of there because Orton threatened to poke him in the stomach. And these two guys, Orton 6'5½", and Hans at 6'3", get stretched out across this ring. It's almost full. Uh-oh, there goes Schmidt pounding on that recent operation of Orton's. Look at him. Hey, hey, Junior. All a legal thing. I mean, he's... Schmidt still hanging to his head scissors here. Well, it's a rough way to do it. Orton was standing up before his ears straightened up. The kid, for some reason or other, doesn't cauliflower. One of the few wrestlers in the business who hasn't got a great big old set of cast iron ears. Talk about your young Jersey. Well, Herr Hans. Was ist los? Bruns has found a guy here that likes to give it back. Nielsen. Boom. Oddly enough, both Schmidt and Orton tonight are wearing stitches from recent eyebrow cuts. Schmidt's got one with 2 stitches in it. Orton's chevron has 3 stripes on it. Both of them on the right eye. Watch your step, Flink. This is a wrist lock. Hey. One. Look at Orton sit there and look at him for that. Head scissors. Oh, look at that knee. It's funny when you get a pair of guys together who are both more or less traditionally rough and rather uninhibited in their tactics. You can always find out which one the crowd dislikes the most because they immediately got on Orton's side here tonight. Low bridge there, Mr. Nicholas. Hanging close. Had to drop his head scissors. Look at that. Oh, no. Orton has Schmidt's feet caught here now in a leg scissors. And at the moment, it's Schmidt who's on the bad end of the deal. Orton's released his pressure now in an effort to try and get turned around here. Well. There's one you seldom have ever seen. Here's a double Nielsen to the feet. Well, Orton's coming out piece at a time here. He's made it into a leg lock on Schmidt. Toe hold now. Front Front-quarter Nielsen on Orton. Flail. Knuckle locks. Schmidt was after a double pickup. Made it. Get out of here, says Orton. He poked Schmidt right in the chin. He's got this open scissors on Schmidt. Schmidt trying for a shoulder stand. That's one way of getting a man loose. But he did use his fist. Now Orton's looking at Nicholas. I wouldn't want to be the referee in this match. Both of these guys are famous referee baiters. Orton came out of that exchange, I think, with the headlock. He did. Oh, knee right in the pit of the stomach as Orton went by. Flying there. Another one. That's getting hit, brother. That's for sure. Uh-oh. Hey, fellas, you know, this could get rough now. Pile driver.
Second full 14 minutes and 24 seconds with a pile driver, Bob Orton.
Well, that brings us around to the first real fall in this match that we've had. Maybe we better take sort of a breather here for a second. You know, Bob Orton's home is in Kansas City. It also happens to be my home, amongst other places in the world where I have lived, but I spent a good deal of my younger years in Kansas City. And so I was talking with Orton in the dressing room tonight. And he says, will you try and make people in Kansas City like me, huh? Well, I don't know. I'm not in the public relations business. And I told Bob, I'll see what I can do. So we now have a fall apiece here. One for Hans Schmidt, which he won in a matter of seconds. And one for Bob Orton. It took him 14 minutes to win. We'll have to see what happens. This will be the deciding fall of the match. It's a 2 out of 3, 60-minute affair. Both of these guys want about 6 square acres of the other one. They're mad. So, now then, here we go. Well, here's start of a press on Orton. Orton trying to build up here anyway, Klink. Look out. Well. Head and shoulders forward. Uh-oh. Orton saw that one coming. As he came up over the mat, he was looking up for Schmidt. Oh, that's good. You'll have to cut it out, says Nicholas. That is not allowed. Says Nicholas. We'll have to cut it out, Hans. Not by the hair. Uh-oh. Knee lift. Hey, fellas. 1, 2, 3. Oh, brother. Is screaming. The commissioners are screaming. They don't like the count. Going to have to get Orton out of here. He doesn't want to get out.
The winner of the third full with a body press, and the winner of the match, Hans Schmidt.
But that's the way it goes. Hans Schmidt has won from Bob Orton. This is Russ Davis speaking to you. Hope you liked it. Bouts from International Amphitheater in Chicago. This one that we're going to watch now is not a World Championship bout, but it does bring together the reigning NWA champion of Illinois in the light heavyweight division, Billy Goelz, and this lad in this corner, Verne Gagne. Come on, Michael, let's make a couple of announcements here, boy. I don't want to have to coax you. He gets a little reticent once in a while. I hope you'll pardon it.
Prevent, 1 fall, or a 20-minute time limit. From Minnesota, weighing 205 pounds, Verne Gagne. Opponent from Fox Lake, Illinois, weighing 190 pounds, Billy Goelz.
Well, the boys are together here now. This is Goelz on the right. And this black robe of his was the tiger skin trimming, and it is not tiger skin cloth. It's real, I shouldn't say tiger, but leopard skin. It's real leopard skin on the right, and Gagne on the left. This boy Gagne, when he was a student at the University of Minnesota, was quite an outstanding amateur athlete, and since becoming a professional wrestler, after his return from the wars, he has done very well in his campaigns in the heavyweight ranks. Ed Whalen has asked him to shake hands, and comeback out wrestling, which you can rest assured these laddie bucks will do, both of them. We've got a capacity crowd here tonight of some 16,000. And Gagne limbering up a few odd muscles. They're using a whistle here tonight instead of the bell. Why, I don't know. Onto the ropes. Probably have to be broken up. A round of applause for it. Have to be broken up again. You can hear wailing. Is going to get out of this thing or know why. 2 takedowns in a row that Billy made on him with an arm lock. Ooh. He almost put Billy back there with the $5 customers. That was an arm lock cast. Same detail again. Right back into a hammerlock. Billy Goelz is the type of wrestler that once he attacks a man and in a certain manner, he can almost always be relied on to keep it up. You can hear wailing there. He says, "You want to give up?" Well, there's Billy compounding a felony. Both arms are behind Gagne now. 1, 2, says Whalen. Almost another count of 2. Still a hammerlock on Gagne. I could almost make a repeat soundtrack of that. Andy Frayne men are busy here tonight. They've got a huge crowd to handle. Obviously, Mr. Gagne does not want to give up. Goelz still hanging tight to his little old hammerlock. And he's going to try and make a pickup here on the crotch hold. Maybe that'll jar Billy loose. Yeah. Whalen always has that habit of using a wrestler's first name. He says, "Verne, you want to give up?" Billy's hanging right onto this hammerlock like a $5 wool suit after a rainstorm. Snap roll. minutes have elapsed since this match started. And virtually for a full 5 minutes, Billy Goelz has held to this hammerlock. He's a vicious little character when he gets lined up on something like this. The flying mare, and it didn't even phase him. But it did put Gagne's leg out from under the ropes. And Whalen broke it up. Headlock. That's only a feint. Look where Goelz is again. Count of 6 on Goelz before he finally crawled back in the ring. Gagne just ran him out between the ropes there. Flying head scissors. Let's see if Goelz can get out of this one right quick. Doesn't look like he's going to. Brother Goelz can work his way out of this, and he'll be a better man than I, Gungadine. That voice you hear there is the far-famed voice of Chicago's Gravel Gertie. He's a hot dog butcher, dispenser of soft drinks and such things. Boy, is he a noisy little character. Goelz still in his head scissors. Yeah, Verne right after him. Whalen checking it for a choke. Using a chin press here. Oh, look at him get on that arm of Gagne's. This is a bad one, the one that he's worked on all the way through. And what a beautiful counter. As I said at the beginning of this match, you'll see here two of the fastest boys in the business. They can put on holds and counter each other faster than anyone I know of. His nib sitting there, Mother, with the Panama hat on, is a Western Union reporter. He's a telegraph operator. There's a chin lock posted and right back into a headlock on Goelz. What's the matter with me? I mean head scissors. Huh. Oh, Davis, are you slipping? Quit looking at the cameras, kids. Watch the wrestlers. fellow and his wife back there found the cameras. Yep. There goes Billy on that arm. And you could almost repeat that scene, couldn't you? Uh-oh. Here's Billy in one of his favorite tricks, all turtled up. He's a hard one to get a hold of when he does that. I saw Billy Hickson pick Goelz up one night when he did that. Pick him up just like a ball of wax and heave him right out of the ring. There was an armlock cast and then into a head scissors by Gagne. Says our brother referee. Look at Billy cover up his head here. There's a headlock on Goelz. Switch. Ooh, what a nasty one. Gagne really holding on. Billy couldn't get away fast enough after slipping that headlock. A little stunned by it. That much pressure on your think tank, something has to happen. Believe you me. Oh, no, Billy, please. Your cauliflowers are big enough as it is. Oh, no. Talk about fast. Look at that kid, Gagne. This has been a match that has seen nothing but punishing holds used. It's a one fall, 30-minute time limit affair. Onto the ropes is Gagne. Oh, what a nasty check. Low bridge, boys. Look at that drop kick. Maybe. 1, 2. Nope. Billy got out from under. How, I'll never know. Nor will he, for that matter. What a lovely drop kick to Gagne. 1, 2. 1. There's an arm lock. Kipped. Sometimes he's called a side mare. It's a body slam, and there's no other name for that one, and it hurts. 1, 2, and Gagne's shoulder comes up again. Here's Billy in what's sometimes popularly called a surfboard. Here it is now in a quarter Nielsen with the legs. Do 50 of those every morning before breakfast, Father, and you will not have a portfolio amidships. Look at the cynical look on this kid at ringside, will you? Huh? Oh, brother. No, 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 says Mr. Gagne. Goelz going to move him out in the center of the ring where he's got a little more room. Maybe. 1, 2. And that kid Gagne bridged again. 1, 2. PA system for somebody to go to the front door. You always hate to hear those. Another count of 2 on Gagne. Goelz has just got the ravelins anymore. He's got his scissors on both arms. It's the only thing he's hanging on to Gagne with. Ed Whalen checking the whole affair over here. Uh-oh. That was a half kangaroo right into Goelz's mouth. Gagne really kicked him. Gagne's breath still coming hard to him. You can hear him grunting as he moves around there. It's a standing armbar. Twist made into a hammerlock. How can a man take that? It's above and beyond me. Whether Goelz going to wind it up once more for luck. Oh, fine. Billy's hanging on to this thing. He's gradually getting out of this shoulder lock, which he's making with his foot. Well, let's see what happens. He kicks her. Just a little ahead of himself there. Here's a full stretch. Billy benching that stretch across his leg. Let's see what Gagne can do this trip up. Another takedown with the bench and the roll up. Gagne comes up with a headlock. There's another one. Kipped. To go, says the PA system, and here I am waiting for a 30-minute match. It turns out to be a 20. My mathematics off tonight. Well, that makes it official. We have this little time system here that doles out 10 minutes. Folks listen to them all the while. Switch headlock. Billy looks at times here like he's trying to get Gagne set up to throw him onto the ropes. And then just about the time you think he's going to, he changes his mind. Check. Hold tight, Brother Gagne. Uh-oh. Gagne missed that drop kick. He was short on it. Look at him kangaroo out of that spinning arm lock. That's one that Billy generally always makes his Cracker Jacks with. Spinning arm lock or a spinning toe hold. He and Walter Palmer both lay claim to having originated the hold. Flying mare. A double pickup. Could be. Here's a try to Boston Crab. Uh-oh. Another beautiful takeaway. 1, 2. Gagne's out and loose and free. Whoop, hold it. Right here at the peak of all of this noise. The bell sounded just exactly like a very faint whisper in a gale. The boys had to be called off by brother referee here and told that there was no more wrestling. Let's see, Mike will make it official here in a minute.
The time limit is expired. There is no decision. How about the ninth hand for Van?
Yep. No decision in the state of Illinois, says Mike. How about a big hand for these grand...
From Atlantic City, Georgia, weighing 235 pounds, Art Nielsen. His opponent on this side of the ring, from Kenosha, Wisconsin, weighing 235 pounds, Bobby Nielsen.
Good evening, everyone. Russ Davis, ringside International Amphitheater in Chicago. Tony Haychak, Blind Anthony, that is, to all of us old devotees. And Bobby Bruns. No, Bobby Nelson. What's the matter with me? Over here in the Dave Garraway. And what is this guy's name from Atomic City, Georgia? Did anybody hear that? What's his name? Sounded like Nielsen. Oh, Nielsen. Huh. I'm going to have to get Al Marquez a new set of teeth here. Well, we're off and running at any rate. Nielsen and Nelson. This is going to be fun. Mr. Nelson, you know, has acquired himself a reputation for being an old meanie here lately. Let's see what Mr. Nielsen can do with him. Wrist lock outside. This kid stomps like a brewery horse on an icy street. And he does have corns. Headlock. A couple of pokes in the Adams apple. We will have him speaking in cidery phrases before long. What little hair Nelson has, Nielsen found. Oh, we're going to have fun with this, boys. We'll have to call them long hair and short hair. Or slick top and drape top. I'm going to have to talk to Fred Kohler about this one. Nielsen. Nelson. Hey. Me with my new dentures. Go ahead, choke him real big. I don't think you choked him either, Mr. Nielsen. At least I didn't say it. You run his tongue out there, you look like you got Neil in his face. He can hurt you, Mr. Nielsen. Believe me, he can. Big blonde-headed Mr. Nielsen is beginning to get his comeuppance here. Waist lock. Naughty, naughty.
This is the first time I've ever seen anybody boo anybody that was wrestling Nielsen. This is great. This is a wrist lock, reversed at the moment. You better spend $1.25 on a haircut, chum. He'll be in your hair all evening. I got news for you. Head and shoulders. Plus a little bit of choking. See why we call Haycheck Blind Anthony? Left to break it up. He caught you, Mr. Nielsen. Choking Mr. Nelson. There's one for the chops. Another one. Be counted out, Mr. Nielsen. Only takes 4, you know. This is not like tangoing. Who is he lowering the boom now? He's out from under, boy. Oh, put your foot in his face. Oh, you didn't have a chance. Sorry. We'll not use that maneuver again. Nielsen's busy trying to make more broccoli on Nelson. Haycheck is going to earn his $1.380 max tonight. Use the ropes, Bobby. Choke him real good. No, I didn't want any part of him. I think we're going to have to dub Mr. Nielsen Mr. O'Cedar. Yeah, you guessed it. The hair. Well, what corner here? Liable to give him a concussion, Bobby, if you make him do that again. Not football. Don't bop him now. Oh, he bopped you. Head and shoulders, plus the corners of the mouth. Fitting him up for a dinner plate. Well, I think a bridle and a snaffle bit would be much better, Mr. Nielsen. Hello, hors d'oeuvres. Smorgasbord. What's the matter? His teeth stuck in his mouth? That's one way to do it. Pass around the Listerine. Oh, he didn't hardly bring the blood. Well, turn in your unemployment compensation card, kid. You're injured. He's going to try and knock those teeth out that he was biting him with, apparently. Things are rough all over this week for our Mr. Nielsen. A little bit of choking. The point of his elbow on his little smeller. Get him a C&I dog. If Zack keeps up this counting, he's going to be muscle bound, I'm sure. Well, a wrestling hold. Flying mare, drop kick. Body press. Been so long, I'd almost forgotten. Mr. Nielsen is working Mr. Nelson over. I think people are actually beginning to feel sorry for Nelson. He's losing his fan clubs by the hundreds there. Mr. Nielsen, might I venture an opinion? You're an unqualified stinker. I don't think we like you. Even when Bobby's rough, he's not so obvious. Sure where he's going. He's just on a sense of touch, if you'll notice. Brother, you heard his hand then. Looky-yander. 1, 2. Button your shoe. Ooh, look at that half kangaroo right alongside of the head. 1, 2. Unbutton your shoe. Look out, A-check. You'll get knocked down, too. It's a fine maneuver. 1, 2, 3, and Mr. Nielsen wins from Mr. Nelson. Well, we'll get this all made official as Al Marquisa gets in here. Rough, tough Bobby Nielsen finally got his nose bratted down.
A reverse body drop in 13 minutes and 5 seconds. The winner of the poll and the match, Art Nielsen.
Well, dear friends and gentle people, there you have it. Art Nielsen winning over Bobby Nielsen, which is something a little bit unusual. This is Russ Davis speaking to you. Hope you've enjoyed this match here at International Amphitheater.